Hey there, how there, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming you to yet another second and 10 football video. We are setting up for the NFL's Final 16. We have 6 more games to go to determine our 16-team field. Highlights from the other games: the 90 Giants with a late touchdown against the 71 Cowboys. The 90 Giants known for their ball control in Super Bowl 25. The 0-1 Rams in a battle with the 98 Broncos. It was Favre versus try that again. Warner versus Elway, and it was a 42-39 barn burner. St. Louis won in Denver. Marshall Faulk is your MVP. Hostetler for 4 touchdown passes for the Giants. The 2014 Seahawks, the team that should have won Super Bowl 49, and lost to the Pats when they refused to give Marshawn Lynch the ball. Well, the 0-1 Rams, they were the team that lost to Tom Brady in the Super Bowl the first time. They took out the 57 Lions, the only Lions team that fell 13-7. So the rules were for the 128 teams. 59, all 59 Super Bowl winners and losers moved on. So that's 128. I see. So sorry, that's 118. And then the final 10 teams were determined by many tournaments, such as off-putting leagues, like one from NFL Europe, one team from the AAFC moved on, 2 teams from the AFL that were not in the Super Bowl, 2 teams from the 30s and the 40s, and then we would have the 4 teams from the 4 franchises that have never been to a Super Bowl: Detroit, Jacksonville, Houston, and Cleveland. Detroit, their 50-17 last time they won an NFL title, got into the 64 Browns the last time that franchise got an NFL title. Jacksonville, the 99 squad, the team that were the 1 seed in the AFC but couldn't finish the job against the Titans. And the 2019 Texans were in because they gave Kansas City a scare in the divisional round but lost. The 73 Dolphins took out the 48 Browns 24-3 quite easily. Super Bowl 8 winners. Great defense. Seattle with their great defense too on Detroit. The 07 Pats, the team that went 18-1. They lost the Super Bowl. They took out the 77 Cowboys 34-24. Lawrence Maroney, the hero. The 2016 Falcons, the team that lost, mentioned 28-3. Nothing needs to be said. That team beat the 86 Broncos 30-17. Mighty Ice, 3 touchdowns. The 70 Colts, who won Super Bowl 5, beat the 92 Bills 20-10 thanks to their defense. Massive defense between Green Bay and Philly. The 66 Packers, the first ever Super Bowl champs, won 7-3, and all scoring was in the first quarter. Kind of boring. The 84 Niners, the team that won Super Bowl 19, beat the NFL Europe representative Rhino. And the 66 Chiefs win late against the 99 Tits. Super Bowl 1 losers. So we have 6 games for you today. So we've got some massive stuff going on right here. And do we have a... No, we don't, because Montana... Yeah, we don't have any preferential things. So what did I say? I said that the Jets, Dallas, and San Fran, Pittsburgh would go last, right? Yeah. Well, Jets, Dallas will go last because they're both were Super Bowl champs. So we're gonna go from east to west. Excuse me. What am I doing? So we'll go Tampa first and then New England. So the Bears and Tampa go first.
First down. First down.
But because the Bears are just one of them people, this is great. Alvin, Kerry Jenkins, and Jeff Christie replaced Coleman and Matthew Walker in their O-line. Bears game went well through it. They blinded Illinois in North Park. A lot of these players broke offense and defense. Ronco Nagurski, Doring, and Joe Kopchka at linebacker. Tim Mosberg, Carl Bromberg, Johnny Sisk, and Ray Page are defensive backs. Fields to the Bucks. This was the team that got John Crittenden and a trade with the Raiders. They ended up going to the Super Bowl against the Raiders, and apparently the Raiders forgot to change their playbook. They just really knew their playbook, and that's why Tampa had the first 5 possessions.
First down. First down.
No score in the second quarter. 7-7.
It's good.
Flag on the play.
12 men on the field. Offense.
That's a mistake.
Flag on the play.
Encroachment. Defense. False start. Offense.
Chicago had no turnovers. Oh, and look, Tampa 8 turnovers. Wow, Matt Johnson turned for 41 points on 4. My God, he threw 8 interceptions. 8 interceptions in one game. That is a record. I don't think I've ever seen more than 5. The Bears had a touchdown pass by Corbett. It was an end around to Hewitt. Anders field goal, Nagurski field goal. Sorry, Nagurski touchdown. Gumball picked to Rage, Sisk, Nagurski, Popcho, Manders, and Corbett all had an interception. So, Matt Johnson, 8 interceptions. So it was punt, interception, punt, kick, and a pass. And then 3 straight drives, 3 straight interceptions. Holy shit. The most yards in one drive was 33. They started with 35. 13 yards. Holy crap. That's just like, wow, Tampa really sucker punched themselves out of the gate. 8 freaking interceptions. Okay, off to New England. The 2014 squad takes on the 86 Giants, as we're going to go from east to west until we get to Jets Dallas. By 7-0, the club 33 makes Miami go this time. But it is White Green. Tom Terrific at Pickett. Stephen Ridley will running back Judy Edelman, Randy Lavelle, and Bell. Offensive department Gronkowski receivers on the O-line. Hazel no Connolly is out Aiken at Ryan Stewart. Ryan Reynolds, the basketball owner. Defensive line. Leonard Marshall, Jim Burton, George Martin. Four linebackers. Carl Banks, Gary Carson, Barry Wilson, LT. Mark Collins, Kenny Hill, Terry Kennard, and Harry Williams were the backers. So the 2014 Pats, the team that went to the Super Bowl, Super Bowl 49, played the Seahawks rough, and then they thought they lost the Super Bowl, but that was what? So Pats.
First down. First down.
Flag on the play.
False start. Offense.
Flag on the play.
False start. Offense.
Flag on the play.
Personal foul. Offense.
No good.
First down. First down.
Kick is good.
Now they're doing it. I mean, 10-3. The Giants were outscored and everything. They had no turnovers. Yeah, they won 10-3. Really? The MVP is Bell Allegra, but he kicked the field goal. It should have been Sims. He ran for a touchdown. Reed was 22 for 39, 22 interceptions. Garoppolo had 8. Bell won away. 7-16 for 31-96. And 10-3. Another sport for the offensive leaders. And I forgot to do like the road to the final to the thing for the Bears and the Bucks. I apologize. The Bears, well, they took out the 2011 Giants 37-6, and the '06 Bears, the Battle of the Bears, 38-17. Whereas Tampa, their opponents, took out the 94 Chargers 42-20, and then nipped the 97 Pack 20-13. All right, so we're gonna head next to. Should we end in Pittsburgh or no? I think we'll end in Pittsburgh. Okay, if we end in Pittsburgh, then we're going to Dallas. Jets and Dallas will play. We gotta have an offensive opener sometime. Charles Haley, Tony Casillas, Wilson Maryland, Colbert, Dixon Edwards, Dan Gordon, and Derek Smith, linebackers, Gordon Brown, Zachary, Don Wilson, and Kevin Smith.
First down. First down. First down.
Flag on the play.
False start. Offense.
Good.
Got it. Get about 50 yards, you'll be okay.
Flag on the play.
Pass interference.
Defense.
Offense.
Ouch. Ouch.
Timeout. Defense. Timeout. Defense.
Third 7.
Flag on the play.
Holding. Offense.
Allow. And the Jets survive. Go native 2 touchdowns. Well, Dallas had all the offensive possession. Jets no turnovers. That's the game of the day. No turnovers. 8 from 22 for 37, 265 touchdowns for picks. River 125 for 30. Native 14 for 23, 210 yards, 2 touchdowns. Sauer 107. Look at the rushing yards. They just found that was 13 total yards, and they still win the game. My oh my. David the Landing's Murray field goal named it to Sauer for 40 yards. Aikman to Ruben field goal. Snell. Smith had a touchdown run and then no check out for 1. Well, that's what happens. Don't drop the ball. So 3 straight road teams winning. So Denver, the 2013 Broncos are going to be tasked with trying to the home team. They expect the ball to 21. Hayden at Penny. Michelle Moreno just wrote running the ball for Demetrius Thomas. Eric Packard was ball for Rudy Pocket. He said it was this start. Running for most part out for the win. Orlando Franklin, St. Vito's, Randy Ramirez, that might be Blue Vasquez and Chris Clark. Dallas's D-line is George Andrew, Bob Lilly, Jeff Hughes, Larry Cole, Dave Everett, Chuck Howley, Leroy Jordan, linebackers. DBs are Mel Renfro, Cornell Green, Charlie Wires, and Fred Patterly. 2013 Broncos, this was the team that we talked about the Raiders and the Jets had nothing. No, I did not. Yeah, 2013. Broncos, this was the team that got blown out of the Super Bowl 58 by Seattle.
First down. First down. First down.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Defense.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Is good. Timeout offense. Timeout offense.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Good.
Touchdown, Broncos.
The 2-point conversion. Very good.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
The extra point is good. Timeout offense. First down. Timeout offense. Timeout offense. Timeout offense.
And now it's Mike Clark, a 44-yard field goal for the win. Worst case scenario, we go to overtime.
Good.
We got it! And the Dallas Cowboys 41-20. Almost broke their freaking game on them. Last second field goal by Mike Clark. He's the hero. Well, Turtle scored 2 touchdowns. Trenton Holiday for his return for a touchdown was the MVP. Come on, Arizona 3 touchdowns. You know what? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Manning 22 for 36, 298 touchdowns, 3 picks. Thomas 129 on 3 catches. Staubach 10 for 22, 132 touchdowns, 3 picks. Dude, Arizona had 2 touchdown receptions and a touchdown running back, 3 touchdowns. Without him, Dallas actually wins the game. Holiday had a punt return for touchdown, maybe for 87. They went for 2 in the third quarter. I was actually surprised. Yeah, and then I thought the game was over, but Manning led them to a tie. And then Clark, 44-yard field goal to the game. If it wasn't for the Denver era, I think we would not have seen it. Yeah, I think we would not have seen it. Anyway, sorry about that. About Jets and Dallas, I forgot to talk about their roads to the Super Bowl. The Jets beat the 87 Broncos 26-13, close one, and then the 06 Colts with Peyton 38-31, close one. And then 93 Dallas. They beat the 64 Chiefs, the one team that made it through that AFL thing, 14-13. It was a close one. And then 78 Dallas, 17-14. So they were known for closeness. All right, so we are going to head to San Francisco now. That's the 85. Rock, John Hanna, and Brian Howard. Defenders include like Dennis Brown, Daniel Livingston, Greg Young, Frankie Jackson, Ken Norton, Garrett Tolman, Woodall. Linebackers, Eric Davis, Martin Haynes, Tim McDonald, and Elon Deion Sanders for defense. The 85 Pats shocked a lot of people. They had a couple of openings on the road. On the road to Super Bowl 20, they actually shocked the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl to get to Super Bowl 20, but they wish they hadn't. They had the pass for 26
First down.
Julius Adams, Dennis Owens, and Kenneth Sims were D-line. The four linebackers, Billy Bruce, Nelson, Andre Tippett, and Lackman. Frank Clayborn, Karen Marion, Willie Jones, just to tell everyone, the 85 Pats, they made the 84 Raiders one of the biggest blowouts ever. It was 61-14. That 84 I know that when I say the 84 years, they won. It was 84. And I say 84, I say they lost the game. 2017 Pats, the team that lost to Philly, they beat them in 6 battles. 949ers beat the 2010 Packers, A-Rods in the 20 and the 95. Also in Super Bowl. These were close.
False start. Offense. No good.
Ball's got the law, but the law won. Yeah. England red zone?
Flag on the play.
False start. Offense. The kick is good.
Flag on the play.
Holding. Offense.
Flag on the play.
Personal foul. Defense.
Patriots.
Timeout. Defense. First down. First down.
Flag on the play.
Holding. Offense.
It is. If it gets the hand. Get upset by the Pats. Steve Young, 352 passing, but it does not matter. He loses. Unreal. Bengals survives 19-14. I didn't see that coming. I really didn't. Young, 27 for 39, 252 touchdowns. Nice 186 receiving, and they still lose. Oof. He said 50 for 39, 203 and a touchdown. Steve Young, Jerry Rice. Today. And 4 of them lost by single digits. So how many home teams have won? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5. So it's 10-5 for home road teams. All right, Pittsburgh. We're in Pittsburgh. Final game.
With the great football team, we cheer the Pittsburgh Steelers.
89 Niners, Joe Cool, Joe Montana, Pickett, Roger Craig, running off, Jerry Rice, John Taylor, Mike Wilson, Randy Johnson, There's Barney, there's Foley, Joseph Sabulu, linebacker, Bobby Gardner, Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Smith, Kingsley Hampton, Kingsley Bottom. Linebackers, Steve Springer, Larry Foote, Connor Taylor, Junior Porter, 4 linebackers, Mike Taylor, Chris Hill, Troy Polamalu, and Mitch Hunter. 89 Niners who won Super Bowl 24 by a score 55-10. Good job.
First down. First down.
Touchdown, 49ers.
First down. First down.
Touchdown Steelers. This is good. Flag on the play.
Offsides. Defense.
Touchdown 49ers. The extra point is good. Flag on the play.
Offsides. Offense.
Touchdown 49ers. This is good.
Timeout. Offense.
Touchdown Steelers. The extra point is good.
First down.
Touchdown Steelers. Good. Flag on the play.
Pass interference. Defense.
Touchdown Steelers. This is good.
Timeout. Defense. Timeout. Defense. Timeout. Defense.
This is good.
First down.
final day of action. All 6 home teams lose. Not only that, is that all of them except for Tampa lost by 7 or fewer. The 68 Jets, last second field goal by Jim Turner taking out the 93 Cowboys. Oh no, wait, was it a last second field goal? I think it was close. Good old Super Bowl 3 Jets win. The 70 Cowboys Super Bowl 5 losers, they beat the 2013 Broncos last second field goal. The 86 Giants Super Bowl 21 winners 10-3. 3 points, 7 points. And the 89 Niners win 31-28. Nice job by Montana and Rice to beat Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, last second field goal. 85 Pats, 19-14 over the 94 Niners. The 33 Bears win 17-0. Take care of the summary. Matt Ryan was named Offensive Player of the Week. I think they won, right? With his 385 passing, Steve Young, Len Dawson, and Kurt Warner were the only other ones at 300 plus yards. Yeah, Atlanta won, right? Yeah, 30-17. Terrell Davis has 155 running for the 98 Broncos in a loss, I think. Yeah, they lost, didn't they? Yeah. Marshall Falk, Mercury Morris, Lawrence Maroney, Kenny Bynum, 105. How did it get Yeah, I think they lost 98. They did in that game. Greg Jackson of the 90 Giants was named Defensive Player of the Week. I don't know why. Logan and Brumbaugh, pair of picks, and Trenton Holiday was named Player of the Week, especially. Passing Matt Ryan of the 2016 Falcons, 10-26. He's leading. Terrell Davis, 370 running for the 98 Broncos. He'll be surpassed by Mercury Morris probably. Jared Logan, 4 interceptions for the 70 Colts. Andrew Tippett of the 85 Pats, 5 sacks. Marshall Falk, 42 points for the 01 Rams. They're still alive. Elam and Franklin doing their job. So the question now becomes, what does the round of 16 look like? This. You got yourself some great matchups here. You do have a rain in Dallas. All right, so these 84 Niners, the team that saw um, Joe Montana outduel Dan Marino, they take on the 86 Giants with Phil Simms and the ball control. So, yeah, Niners Giants, that's a great rivalry from the 1980s. 2014 Seattle with the Legion of Boom defense and their experience at Super Bowl 49. They'll take on the 73 Dolphins, Super Bowl 8 champions that went back to back and gave Minnesota only 3 points. The 90 Giants, the team that saw Jeff Hostetler take over late for Phil Simms and win Super Bowl 25 with ball control. They take on the 66 Packers, the Super Bowl 1 champions. The 33 Bears, the team from the 30s, will take on Joe Namath and the New York Jets, Super Bowl 3 champs. The 66 Chiefs, the first Super Bowl losers, take on the 89 Niners that used 55 points in the Super Bowl. The 01 Rams with Kurt Warner and the Greatest Show on Turf taking on the 70 Cowboys in Super Bowl 5 runners-up. The 07 Pats land on the 85 Pats. So it's a battle of New England in the round of 16. I didn't make this up. It was all random. I didn't make this up. So the 07 Pats take on the 85 Pats. The team that was started out 18-0 should have been perfect, taking on the team that was less than perfect against the Bears in the Super Bowl. And the 70 Colts, Super Bowl 5 winners, go to Atlanta to face Matty Ice in the 2016 Falcons. So those are your final 8. The question on everyone's lips will be when the matches will be. I know Green Bay will be the 7th seed, and they'll probably play on Sunday. So I don't know when. I might have to go tentative with what games will be on. Green Bay, Chicago, though. That could be a Monday game. Yeah. So we'll move that game to the Monday. Monday the 12th. So that game gets moved to Monday. The 90 Giants and the 66 Packers right now are tentatively scheduled for Monday. So what I'll do is 3 games on Saturday, next Saturday, the 10th, 3 games. 3 games on Sunday, the 11th, and 2 on Monday, the 12th. Because the playoffs are Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So yeah, I'll put 2 games on Monday. So the 90 Giants, 66 Packers will play on Monday. The Giants, it doesn't matter. Atlanta. Atlanta's not going to the playoffs. Dallas is not going to the playoffs. Miami's not. Giants aren't not. Jets are not going to the playoffs. New England is going to the playoffs. Niners are too. Niners, they've been beasts. They'll probably be in Philly. They'll probably play Sunday. I think they'll play Sunday. Yeah. So that game is scheduled. So the Kansas City San Fran game is scheduled for the 11th. That's what I've been told. Battle of New England probably be on Sunday. New England would be home. I think they'll play on Saturday. Yeah, they'll play on Sunday. So they'll play on the 11th. So that game against the 07 Pats will be Sunday the 11th. Baltimore is not going to the playoffs, so we'll make that a Saturday game. We'll make that a Saturday game. Yeah, we'll make that Saturday, the 10th. Baltimore and Atlanta will be on Saturday. Rams are going to the playoffs. Seattle is going to the playoffs. Niners are. Bears are going to the playoffs. So tentatively, we've got one of the 3 Saturday games set in stone, 2 Sunday games, and 1 Monday game set in stone, like when they'll play. Yeah, Dallas, Miami, Giants, and Jets are all not going to make the playoffs. So yeah, so the Baltimore Atlanta is due on Saturday. The next Sunday, the Battle of the Pats and 6-6 and Kansas City San Fran, and then Monday, Giants and Green Bay will play. So those are the 4 games that will be set in stone, and then we'll see about the others with Rams, Seahawks, Niners, and Bears. We'll see about those 4 home road teams on the other 4 games and schedule them the way it is. So that's what's going to happen. And thanks for watching. I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.